Give yourself permission to get settled, however you're comfy. If you want that to be in a sukhasana or an easy seated pose, you're welcome to do so. But if something else feels a little better for you this evening, please feel free to find that as well. Think about stacking shoulders right over your hips. Think about drawing your belly button up, shoulder heads down and back. And then pull your ears a little closer to the ceiling. We can take a big breath in through our nose. Exhale, let it all go on a sigh. And then begin to seal your lips. Find that breath just in and out through your nose. And give yourself permission to get settled into your body. To feel the flow and movement and rhythm of your breath. And we're going to start this practice with a little bit of gratitude. I know we hear it all the time from every source, everywhere, about how important a gratitude practice can be. Something as simple as listing out the things that we feel thankful for, maybe when we wake up, maybe before bed, maybe just in our minds throughout our days. This evening for our meditation, I'd like us to take a visualization of a set of string lights or twinkle lights that aren't on. So we can see the lights, but the bulbs aren't illuminated. And you can decide how much detail you'd like to apply to your twinkle lights. Are they Christmas lights? Are they Edison bulbs? Are they tiki flamingos? Are they the really thin LED fairy lights? And for a moment, can you call to mind something that sparks a sense of gratitude in you? And the first thing that comes to your mind. And can you take whatever that is and place it in the first light bulb on the string and allow it to light up that very first bulb? Feel its brightness, feel its radiance. Notice its color quality and texture. And give yourself a full round of breath, maybe repeating, I am thankful for. And from here, we'll call to mind something else that sparks a sense of gratitude, and whatever that is for you, place it in the second light on the string. And again, give it a full round of breath, repeating to yourself, I am grateful for. Allowing its light to shine a little brighter. Again, we'll find a third thing on our gratitude list and place it in that third light, letting it illuminate. Offering it a full round of breath. Maybe noticing how each time we add a light bulb to our string, all the light bulbs before get a little brighter as well, a little more radiant. You can continue adding pieces of gratitude, pieces of love, pieces of joy along this beautiful string of lights that we're creating. Each one illuminated on its own, but also each one making all of the others shine brighter. Do your best to honor each little glimmer with a full round of breath. And as we collect these glimmers, remind yourself that it's okay if some things seem minuscule or if some things seem global. It's just as important to be thankful for the color of our toenail polish as it is to be thankful for the health and wealth of our families. We can express gratitude for getting to watch a silly cartoon with the people we love just as much as we can express gratitude for job promotions, weddings or anniversaries. It's all important. And it all adds to the greater light of the whole. And we'll take a few more moments to continue to add glimmers to this string of love, this string of gratitude. And if at any moment you feel like you've run out of things to be grateful for, or simply revisit some of the ones before. Maybe start back at the top. Honor each light bulb again until you find your way to the end of your string. And maybe by then, a few more things will have popped into your mind. You might begin to notice the magnitude of joys that fill up your day to day, that fill up your years. Seeing the room inside your mind grow brighter, seeing the link of this string of lights grow longer. And perhaps you begin to hang these lights upon the walls of your mind. as though you were decorating an altar. Each moment that a new spark of gratitude arises, you can add it to the chain. And in this way, we continue to create this beautiful space filled with love and peace and joy and laughter, radiating from our mind and from our heart. And you're welcome to hold on to this visualization for as long as you need, perhaps through our full practice, continuing to add light bulbs to the string as we move. Or perhaps we simply pause this movie in our mind, knowing that we can pick it up at any moment. This loving altar of gratitude that we've created is always within us. And we'll take 3 more breaths right here. And let your next inhale be the biggest of the day thus far. Your next exhale, pour out the very last drop of breath, almost creating a vacuum in your belly. This time our inhale breath will sweep fingertips out and overhead. Exhale, palms touch, thumbs find your heart. Take just that 2 more times. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, pull it in. Again, inhale. And exhale. Let your chin bow into your chest. Take a moment here to tell yourself thank you before we even start to move. And then we'll drop our palms to our lap, lift our face up nice and easy. Take a couple blinks, open your eyes. Maybe there's some shoulder rolls up, back and down. Good, and switch directions. Take those shoulders the other way. Beautiful. We're going to find ourselves in a straddle. So maybe removing any props we might be on. Legs will stretch out long to the right and the left. Toes can flex closer to your knees. And then just take your ankles and your toes forward and back, a little wide-legged tick-tock. Notice that movement in your pockets, in your joints. And then find your neutral, your center line right here. And inhale, stretch it up, 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 up to the ceiling. And exhale, forward fold. We're going to try to approach our practice this evening with a sense of curiosity. as opposed to a sense of criticism or judgment. The wide-legged straddled folds is one that always has a lot to say, and for some reason always invites that criticism of what we think it should be, should feel like, should look like, should somehow mean about our bodies and our age and our abilities. And instead of attaching into any of those narratives, can we take the mind of a scientist, the mind of an observer, perhaps the mind of a researcher, and just begin to collect the data that we're receiving from our feet, from our calves, from our inner thighs, from our back, from our breath. Our next inhale, we'll walk back up to a seat. Again, reach those fingertips high to the sky, and exhale, take right hand to right shin or ankle, left arm long past your ear. Think about stacking up your side body like a layer cake. So we have leg, right arm, torso, left arm all stacked up nice and tall, like filet dough in your baklava. Inhale, bring yourself back through the middle. And exhale, head the other way. Left arm stacks over, left leg, torso, and right arm follow. Try to spin your ribs towards the ceiling. Maybe tip your nose up past your elbows if that feels good. We're going to start to do a little wave with our breath. So inhale is going to bring us up through the middle. Exhale, tip it over to the right. Inhale through the center. Exhale over to the left. Take that right and left on your own a few more times, moving with your breath, your pacing, kind of like you were a little kite blowing in the breeze. Take a few more. We'll give it one more each way, nice and even. And bring yourself all the way up to a seat. Drag your heels a little closer together. Maybe thunder out your thighs, maybe tenderize just a little bit. Bring a little vibration, a little blood flow into those legs. And then we're going to set 2 feet down on the earth and set 2 hands down on the mat behind us. And we're going to set up for a reverse tabletop. So fingers and toes spread wide. Can you push down into the mat so arms are long and strong? And then push down with your feet to lift your belly. Chin can stay tucked to your chest, or it can start to lift to where the wall meets the ceiling. Whatever feels best in your cervical spine, whatever helps you maintain your breath. We're going to give it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set your tail down on the mat. Peel your palms up off the mat like flypaper. Give them a little shake. And then hug 2 knees into your chest. Maybe tip up on your toes. Make a little egg pose. Drop your head into your knees. Round as you can get, like a roly-poly. And we'll release this roly-poly spine. We're going to come back for that reverse tabletop. Feet on the earth, hands on the earth. Spread everything wide and lift your belly. Think about really pushing the mat away so ribs are trying to find the ceiling. And then if you want to get really spicy or really crazy here, can you extend 1 set of toes up to the ceiling and circle out that ankle? Switch directions. And then set that foot down. If you did one side, let's try the other side. Extend your other leg, circle out that ankle. Switch directions. Good. Set it down. Lower your tail to the mat. Peel your palms off. Give everything a little shake. And then swing those knees around. Find a tabletop for all fours. Palms under shoulders, knees under hips. Spread those fingers wide and let your pockets rock right and left like you were skiing. Maybe that turns into a big C curve, looking over one shoulder, finding your heels. Looking over the other shoulder, finding the opposite heel. And then bring your spine back to center. Take those cat-cows. Inhale, belly drop, space rises. Exhale, round your spine like a Halloween cat. Look back between your knees. Take a few more of these, just articulating that spine. Maybe you imagine your spine was a slinky, or that you were trying to do the worm. And can you let your tailbone be the leader? And your spine ripple roll outward in the opposite direction until your face lifts to create that horseshoe shape, up or down. And take one more like this. And bring yourself right back to center. We're going to find a sunbird stretch right here. So right arm's going to reach long forward like you were going to shake someone's hand. And then left leg extends behind you like a tail. Think about lining up wrist and heel as best you can, and then pull your ribs into that same straight line. Good. Reach everything apart. Imagine someone was playing tug of war with you. And then exhale, set it back down. Take that on the opposite side, left arm, right leg, pull apart. Lift up your belly button. Try to draw belly button towards the ceiling. Keep your ears long, your nose down to the mat as best you can. Take a big breath in. Exhale, set it down. We're going to crawl forward to a puppy pose or a half dog. So hips stay over your knees, walk your palms forward. Let your heart melt down, down, down. Think about your armpits resting on the mat, your tailbone dragging up towards the ceiling. And if this isn't quite comfortable, you can take a block or a bolster under your forehead or under an ear. On your next inhale breath, drag forward through a Sphinx pose. Elbows to the earth, pubic bone roots down, forearms are long. Press into the mat. Lift your heart up, up, up. And lock your shoulder heads down and away from your ears. From here, we're gonna imagine we were in a little musical. See if you can curl right knee, bending heel to glutes, and then on your exhale, switch. So just a little mermaid kick, like we were synchronized swimmers. Inhale, lifts right. Exhale, switches. Take 3 more like this. And then set all your toes down on the mat. We're going to roll on to our right hip and prop up on our right elbow and hand. So kind of like we were watching Netflix at home. We're long under this right armpit. We're resting our head in our right hand. And we're stacking shoulders, hips, knees, and toes. From here, we're going to point these top left toes and just bring them up, 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 up to the ceiling. Try to keep your shoelaces pointed towards me. Take a big breath in and exhale, lower that foot back down to meet its brother's ankle. Take that a couple more times on your breath. Really Jane Fonda here. Inhale, lifts that leg. Exhale, brings us down. Inhale, lifts that leg. Exhale, brings it down. Give it 2 more. Good. This time we're going to bend that right knee and send your kneecap to the ceiling like we were in a tree pose, but resting on our side right here. Can you press the sole of your foot into your left calf, or your right calf, sorry. Or if we're feeling really spicy and we want to go full force tree pose, maybe bring that heel all the way up into our groin so it can press down through your thigh. Flex that long right foot like we were standing on it. Imagine you were a mime trying to create as best of a visual representation of standing on your foot as you can. Maybe this top left arm stays where it is, supporting you on the mat, or maybe it lengthens what would be up to the ceiling now, but straight out of your shoulders. Good. Now we're going to take these top left finger, peace fingers, and we're going to reach down and see if we can loop our left big toe with those peace fingers. So bend your knee. Try to drag that knee back like we were doing a happy baby. So knee moves behind our shoulder head, knees bent, foot is flexed. We're still strong on that, quote, standing right leg, pressing down through right elbow. Think about your toes pointing up to the ceiling. And then if you're so inspired and you want to take Vishnu's couch right here, extend that heel long and strong and try to hug that kneecap to the back of your shoulder, the back of your armpit, like we do in a happy baby. Breathe into that hamstring. And again, try not to write any stories about yourself right here based on how you feel in the pose. Give yourself permission to just experience it, to just collect the data without imposing your own beliefs upon it. We're going to challenge ourselves just a little bit. We're going to see if we can keep our leg super glued where it is, but let go of your peace fingers. Set that left hand down on the mat in front of your heart. And now keeping those left toes flexed, we're going to lower this heel to meet the other, but we're going to do it on a 10 count. So we're going to lower down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Roll back to your belly, back to that Sphinx pose. Elbows under shoulders, forearms long, heart is proud. This time we're going to grip with our fingertips, lift our elbows up, up, up into seal pose. Can you swivel elbow creases to the ceiling? Take shoulders out of your ears. And we're going to find these little funky seal push-ups. So big breath in. Exhale, lower elbows down. Take that again. Inhale to rise. Exhale, lower down. Find that a couple more times with your breath. Inhale to rise. Exhale to lower down. Give it 3 more. Good. And then we're going to roll on to that left side. So stretching left arm out long, roll onto your elbow. I'm going to spin around. You can if you want to, but you absolutely don't have to. I just don't want my back to you. So we're on left elbow, left hip, long straight line, right hand here to support us. Can you point through your toes like a ballerina? And gently try to draw your pubic bone forward. So a little bit of head of you. I know there's a real temptation to wobble around on those quads. It's real easy to do. Let's see if we can use our glutes, use our low belly to stabilize. Try to keep your shoelaces pointing towards the front, the same direction as your pubic bone. And then let that top right leg rise up, 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 up. Exhale, set it down, ankle to ankle, like scissors. Take that over on your own. Inhale, lift. Exhale, set it down. Good. We could all be in a really great 80s workout video right now. Imagine you can hear Olivia Newton-John singing in the background. Let's get physical. We're going to give it 3 more like this. Good. Now we're going to find that reclined tree pose or fallen tree pose. So send right kneecap to the ceiling. Maybe our foot lands at our calf. Glutes are fired up, knees trying to drag behind you. Or maybe we're able to draw that heel into our groin. Good. And press foot into thigh. So the sneaky secret is bringing our heel up higher requires more flexibility, but less strength because we have these major muscle groups pushing against each other. But on calf requires a little less flexibility, but for me at least requires a lot more strength in my belly and my glutes, in my inner thighs to hold the shape. So one's not better or worse than the other. They each have benefits. Can you flex your standing leg? Bring that pinky toe to the floor and then zip up your belly. Maybe we add our arms to the balance, extending right fingertips up to the ceiling, straight out of your shoulder. Find your breath right here. What does it feel like to be in tree on our sides? To be reclined, but to still be required to put forth so much effort. Take another breath like this. We're going to take these peace fingers on that top right hand. Reach down. Can we catch our big right toe and find this half happy baby? So hug your kneecap behind your shoulder, behind your armpit, flex your foot. Still using a lot of that long left inner thigh to keep us balanced. Still using the pressure and resistance of our left tricep to keep us balanced. And maybe we hang out just like this, or maybe we take that Vishnu's couch pose, extending right heel up on the diagonal. Woo. I know my balance is not as lovely on this side, and it might be a little silly to think of this as a balancing posture, but it is. Flex through your long, straight left leg. Let that activation help keep you centered. Take another breath here. We're going to find that little bit of slow motion strength. See if you can engage this top right leg strong enough that we could lose our thigh or lose our hand grip and not drop the leg. And then flex your toes. We're going to lower down for a count of 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Roll back to your belly. Palms by your ribs. Use your inhale breath. Press the earth away. Find your cobra. Maybe it's half. Maybe it's full. Maybe it's an up dog. Take a big breath in and then exhale. Come back through a down dog. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips high to the sky. Give yourself a moment to wiggle and pedal. Think about wagging your tail, blowing bubbles through your lips. Maybe fingers drum on the mat. Maybe you try to copy that with your toes, drumming your toes on the mat. We're going to take a big breath in right here. Exhale, can you push your hip creases back just a little bit? This time on your inhale, keep it long as we lower down to hands and knees. And find one of those sunbirds, extending right leg, left arm. Exhale, breath nice and long, set it down, come back to your down dog. Inhale, travel through tabletop. Take sunbird on the opposite side, left leg, right arm. Exhale, set it all down, come back to your down dog. We're going to take this forward and back flow with our breath. 2 postures per breath segment. So inhale to table, reach out to sunbird. Exhale to table, hips high to down dog. Inhale, hands and knees, opposite side. Exhale, lower down, and then lift your hips up. Take that a couple more times with your breath. Our first action is always returning to tabletop. And then either our limbs pull out and away, or our hips come high to the sky and down dog. Finish the round you're on, and then take one more each side to make sure we're even. When you're complete, we'll land in that downward facing dog. From down dog, look at your thumbs, travel forward to your hands, and land in a fold. Make sure your head can shake yes, make sure your head can shake no, make sure your knees can bend, your tail can wag. We're going to give ourselves permission to get even wigglier here. So bend your knees just a little deeper. Take each hand to the opposite elbow. Make sure your ears are between your biceps and start to give yourself a pretty big sway right and left. Like we were trying to catch some air, airing out our armpits a little bit. Let the momentum add a little bit of a twist in each direction. So when you reach your edge on how far your body can go, then we start to open up. And then we drop back down to center. Give yourself permission to let this pendulum swing be a little bigger than you might normally. For one more breath. And then let momentum start to drain, bringing yourself back to center. Back between your feet. Drop your hands down to the earth. Soften your knees, tuck your tail, roll all the way up to standing, stacking your spine smooth and slow. Give yourself permission to adjust, to shake, to wiggle, however you need when you find the top. And we're going to take a practice I really love. It's a shaking practice. If you've done any work with myofascial release or with somatic therapy, you might have done something similar. I honestly learned this practice teaching theater. It's a physical body warm-up called an 8-count shakeout. What we'll do is we'll shake hand, hand, foot, head, shoulders, hips, and then your whole body. And we'll do that to a count of 8. We'll just start ourselves simple. When I play with kids, we have to go up, down, and all around with the numbers. But since we're easing into play here in our adult lives, we'll just take the 8 count. So we'll start with our right arm. Bring it out long and strong. We're going to shake it 8 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Left arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then your whole body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let your arms float down like a snow angel. Take that one more time. Big breath in, arms high. Exhale, let your fingers float down like angel wings. Find your mountain pose right here, strong on your feet. Palms rotate open, ready to receive. Ears draw high to the sky. And again, just be the researcher, be the observer of your own body. Notice how you feel, what you feel, where you feel it. And try not to tell yourself a story about those feelings, but instead just observe. Just feel them. Next inhale, sweeps fingertips high to the sky again. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen, flat back. On your exhale, come to your fingertips. Step your right toes all the way to the back edge of your mat. Keep that knee and heel lifted high like a runner and use your inhale breath. Take wrists over shoulders over hips. Front knee can bend a little bit more. Bring your ribs into the same straight line. Back knee might bend for stability. Take a big breath in. And on your exhale breath, let your left arm sweep down and back, opening you like a T over your left shoulder. Inhale, sweep it forward, wrist high to the sky. Exhale, sweep it down and back, wrists pull apart right and left. Inhale, bring it up. Good, 2 more just like that. Exhale, down and back. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, down and back. Inhale, sweep it up. Good, this time take it down and back and hold. And then we're gonna tip forward like a teapot. Right hand's gonna come down to the earth or down to a block. Left fingertips high to the sky in that twist. Big breath in. Exhale, set this top hand down inside our front foot. Crawl around, find a wide-legged fold. Sink low. Maybe give yourself a little bit of a pigeon toe. Maybe rock your hips right and left. Maybe that hip rock turns into a skater lunge, bending one knee deeply, coming through the middle, bending the other knee deeply. We've given lots of love to those inner thighs already today. So it's your choice. You can stay with your hips high, your spine almost in a flat back. Or we can start to come into Skandasana on each side, dropping your hip low, rotating your toes to the ceiling, and then spider monkey crawling to the other side. Like a little half malasana, half yogi squat. Any option is a good option. Just notice what you need this evening without worrying too much about what I'm doing or what you did last week or last year. Take one more each direction. And then find yourself back at the center of that fold. Hips high, hearts low. Inhale, lift it up halfway, flat back. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, grow tall, reach high, high, high to the sky. Take arms wide, find yourself in a big starburst. Think about pulling outward in every direction. Your heart radiant, your head floating like a balloon. Take up space. Big breath in. And then exhale, come to a warrior two with your left foot in front. So swivel that left foot, toes to the top edge of your mat. Lower arms long in line with your shoulders. We're still gonna flip our palms forward. So pinky fingers parallel with pinky toes. Take a big inhale, and on your exhale, let your back right hand circle sweep across your body and hold your own hand in front of you. Inhale, take an imaginary bow and arrow all the way back. Stretch for the wall. Exhale, close it. Inhale, pull it back. Exhale, close the gate. Good. Take that a couple more times. Imagine yourself like Robin Hood. Whether your Robin Hood is Russell Crowe or Kevin Costner or the fox from the Disney movie, it's all good. Take what you need for two more. Good. Close those palms forward. See if you can lift your thumbs up, up, up. Flip palms to the ceiling. And then exhale, plant your palms, swivel on the ball of your back foot. Step into your downward dog. We're going to take that sunbird sequence again. So on your inhale breath, hands and knees. Extend one arm, one leg. Exhale, set it down. Back to your down dog. Inhale, hands and knees. Extend one arm, one leg. Exhale, set it down. Back to your down dog. Look to your thumbs, travel to the top edge of your mat, and land in your fold. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Inhale is going to lift us up halfway, flat back. Exhale, soften. Inhale, come all the way up, reach it high, high, high to the sky. Exhale, thumbs to your heart. Good. Again, inhale out and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, strong belly. Exhale, come to fingertips. Our left toes are going to find the back edge of your mat. Keep your front knee bent high like a runner. Sweep your inhale tall, find your crescent lunge. Take shoulders out of your ears. Create as much space in ribs and heart and thighs as you can. And we're going to take this air guitar, this windmill twist. So big breath in, our right hand's going to sweep down and back. Left arm forward, open arms wide like a T. Inhale back through the center. Exhale, open it up. Good, couple more rounds. Inhale tall. Exhale, sweep it down and back. Inhale, two wrists up. Exhale, pull apart like Stretch Armstrong. Good. Give it two more. Next time, arms are wide like a T. We're in that twist. Hold it there. And then we're going to get drawn and tipped forward. Left palm to the mat, right palm high. Find that twist. Pull wrists apart, opposite directions. And then set this top hand down inside to your ankle. Swivel around. Find your wide-legged fold. Again, take any wiggles, any hip rocks you might want right here. And then start to find stillness in your legs. We'll add a little shoulder bind, maybe interlacing fingers behind you, stretching your knuckles up and overhead to the ceiling. Feel a sense of softness here, a sense of ease if we can. Relax your head, relax your belly. Breathe into those shoulders. Bring your thumbs back down to your spine. Bring your hands back in front of your face. Lift up halfway, flat back. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, drag all the way up. Take that star pose again, big as you please. Think about moving outward in 5 directions. The crown of your head just as tall as your hands. We'll come into warrior two on this side. So front right toes, swivel. Good. Bend that right knee, drag wrists apart. Think about dragging your pubic bone forward and up, kind of like when we were laying on our side in that Vishnu. Our pubic bone and our belt buckle pressing forward is going to increase our balance. And then swivel your palms, so pinkies are parallel with pinkies. Back arm sweeps around, give yourself a high five, and then pull that bow and arrow back. Exhale, high five. Inhale, pull it back. Good. Take that over on your own, just a couple of rounds. Again, playing with this active rotation in our torso, but from a different direction toward a different direction. And again, just notice how that feels in your body. Collect the data of this movement. Give it one more. Bring it forward, hold your own hand, flip your palms to the ceiling, and then exhale, bow it down, swivel on your back foot, step into your down dog. This time we're gonna look at our thumbs, travel straight to our toes, land in that fold. And bend your knees gently, roll up to standing, stacking your spine. We're gonna take that shake out one more time, technically two more times. Well, this time we're gonna do it for a count of 4. Starting with right hand, whenever you're ready, stretch it long and shake it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, left. 1, 2, 3, 4, right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, head. 1, 2, 3, 4, shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, whole body. 2, 3, 4. Good. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll to standing, stacking your spine. Last time, we're just gonna do it 1 count for each body part, but we're gonna go through it 4 times. So it's still a 4 count, but it's 1 at a time. If you get mixed up, you get mixed up. Who cares? We're just shaking. Ready? And right arm, right leg, head, shoulders, hips, whole body. Right arm, right leg, head, shoulders, hips, whole body. Right arm, left leg, head, shoulders, hips, whole body. Last, right, left, head, shoulders, hips, whole body. Good. Find your mountain pose. Close your eyes. Notice your body. Notice your breath. Notice how you feel, what you feel, where you feel it. We're going to do our best to hold on to this beautiful, tingly sensation without any fancy tricks or flows. We're just going to find our way down to a seat and then down to our spines. Maybe ankles come together. We just find a squat. And then roll on to your back, hugging your knees into your chest. Create a little rotation of knees to hips, to the ceiling. Maybe there's little butterflies out and away. We're going to take a shape like a dead bug, fingers and toes high to the sky, circle out those wrists and ankles. And switch directions. Maybe pedal your bicycle on the ceiling. And see if you can ride backwards. We're going to take something like an upside down sunbird. So bring your left hand to your right knee, hug that thigh into your belly. Stretch right arm and left leg long, opposite direction, spine on the earth. Bring everything back to that dead bug and head the other way. So right hand hugs left knee into your belly. Opposite arm and leg stretch out and away. Again, take up as much space as you can here. And come back, fingers and toes to the ceiling. And then hug your knees into your chest one more time. And we'll take a couple moments here. You can finish out your practice however you like. Listen to your own inner teacher for a few breaths to see what might make you feel complete, feel free, feel ready for Shavasana. It might be around a twist, might feel really good. Reclined pigeon might feel really good. Maybe you are more than ready to just land in that Shavasana corpse pose. Feeling the vibration of your cells. Feeling the breath in your body. The rhythm of your heart. And if we haven't found our way into that final posture yet, give yourself about 3 more breaths. Once we've settled into our last posture of the practice, create a sense of softness at your toes. A sense of softness in the center of your palms. Feel the rise and fall of your belly. The rise and fall of your heart. And quiver of your throat. And the tingle of your third eye. The energy surrounding your crown. And perhaps take a moment to think of one thing that you are grateful for from this physical practice, your meditation practice. Maybe there was one single round of breath that felt really good. Maybe you were able to give in to silliness. Maybe you were able to access a sense of freedom in your home. And whatever it is, repeat to yourself, I am grateful for, and fill in the blank. And then allow your mind to wander off freely wherever it may like for the next few moments. Gently we'll start to deepen our breath. Maybe swallow once or twice. Lick your lips. Start to find a little wiggle, a little energy and activation at your fingers and your toes. Maybe arms stretch long overhead, reaching for the wall behind you. And then an exhale breath curls thighs into your belly. Give yourself a big ol' hug. Nice and easy, you can roll to one side, finding a fetal position or a resting pose. And then gently rise to a seat, however you're comfy. And we'll take one more breath together as a class. Inhale, sweeps fingertips out and overhead. Exhale, palms touch, thumbs find your heart, chin bows in. And just for a moment, revisit that altar we created in our heart and our mind, that glowing space of light and gratitude and love. And see all those twinkle lights illuminated. Maybe we've discovered a few more to add over the course of this practice. Maybe we will as we move throughout our evening and our